Good morning. Today is, I want to say Wednesday. It's my last week of rotations in third year. It's crazy. And also I didn't even have to go in today. My doctor had something personal come up, like one of her kids got sick, so she had to stay at home. So she was like, don't come in today. And we don't go in Thursdays, the week of our exams, because it's like the day before the exam. So it's a study day for us. So yesterday technically was my last day of rotations. I'm done with third year rotations. Oh my God. It's crazy how fast this year has gone, but also how long the days were. It feels so good. Like it feels like a huge accomplishment in some ways, even though I'm trying to make myself feel it because I'm so in the zone of studying. I still have my pediatrics shelf on Friday. I booked my step 2 date, so I'm kind of in the go mentality, but I'm trying to take a pause to really think about the fact that wow, I have come far this year, and it was a really tough year in so many ways, but we did it. We got through it. We're feeling good about it. We're proud of ourselves for it. And yeah, wow, what a crazy journey, and what a crazy year. I still have about 4 more weeks of classes and lectures and just random things to wrap up the year. So I'm not officially done with third year, but I'm done with the rotations part. I'm done with the, I want to say, the heavy lifting part of third year. It's about 9 in the morning. I'm going to drink some water, and then I really just need to grind for the rest of the day because our shelf is coming up on Friday. I'm gonna take you guys along with me on a study day. Hi guys, so I've been studying for a little bit, but I'm in a short break. Wow, I only have 49 seconds left in this break. We're gonna go a little bit over because I want to talk to you guys. I feel because I've had a little bit more time, I'm at home today, I'm studying, and I still have tomorrow to study, so I'm feeling time is not as crunched up for this particular coming shelf. And because of that, it's kind of wild how having more time just makes you learn the material so much better. If I come across an Anki card, I make sure that I understand the card. If Rye syndrome comes up, I'm really making sure that I understand why is it causing encephalitis, what is happening with the liver, why is it causing liver failure. Understanding really takes the brunt of memorizing out of the equation. It's so hard because there's so much information, so it's really hard to sit there and understand every single concept that you come across. But honestly, I'm realizing that is going to be a huge focus of mine when I'm studying for step 2, is making sure that I really understand the concepts as well as I can. And sure, there's going to be times when, because there's just so much information, that I might have to memorize quite a bit of it. But when I have time, my biggest focus is always trying to understand the material. And that was always the case, but I feel so much of med school feels you're on such a time crunch all of the time because of the sheer amount of information you have to learn, that it's a little bit harder to do. But I'm okay, I have today and I have tomorrow to study. I took 2 practice exams, I did all my UWorld questions, but because I have the time and I just I'm going through my Anki cards, instead of just memorizing, I am really trying to take the time to understand each of the concepts, because I know they're going to stick so much better, and especially for long-term retention, they're going to be so valuable to kind of approach the material this way. That's where I'm at, and I'm feeling really good. There's something about understanding concepts where when it comes up again, it's not I'm oh, using and I love mnemonics, okay? I absolutely freaking love mnemonics. They're such good memory tools. They help me retain information, but I like looking at a concept or coming across a question and not only just relying on my mnemonic, but also understanding what is going on. I know I have really understood concept when I'm reading a question and I can understand why the question writer wrote it that way, or why they put specific pieces of information in there, pertinent positives and negatives, and I can understand why they did that because I know where they're trying to lead me to go, or even where they're trying to trip me up, where I think if I didn't really understand the concept, I would go a different way, but I can catch it and then get at the right answer. That's when I know I've like made it. I also feel like the biggest thing is, it's like I'm building a muscle of learning how to learn right. Like learning how to understand these concepts, apply these concepts, memorize these concepts. And that is the biggest thing, because, you know, of course, like this information is important and it'll always be important for the rest of my career, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be learning new information outside of this stuff. And especially for my chosen specialty, it's like going to be a whole new world. I'm going to have to learn so much, but it's not necessarily the content, it's like the framework around how I learn. That is what I need to like get down pat, because then it's just about applying that framework over and over and over again anytime I come across something new. That was my little spiel. That's kind of where I'm at in my head right now. I'm feeling really good about the content. I'm feeling really good about the material. Just like feeling so grateful. I sometimes talk on this channel about how hard this field is, but like truly so grateful to be here, to be in a position where I can learn all this information, where my job is to learn all this information. I'm feeling so grateful at this moment in time. It's like hard for me to put it into words. Speaking of being grateful, I am done with my short break that I was supposed to take with Pomodoro, and now I'm gonna go back to studying. Let's go. So I took a little break from studying, but I want to show you guys what I made for lunch because it's so good. I was so hungry too. My mom makes these paneer sandwiches, which are to die for. And then obviously I had to have some bagel bites. So Trader Joe's and my mom are feeding me right now, and I'm so happy. So I spent the whole day studying. It's literally like 7 p.m. right now. I think I last filmed around 12 or something like that. I don't know, like I've just been grinding today. I went to a friend's place who lives close to me, and we just studied, and it felt really good. But I want to show you guys the most beautiful sunset. Hold on. Oh, so pretty. Let me show you the light in my apartment. Like, do you see that? That's the sun. Nature works harder than anybody. It is so pretty. And guess what? I have Chipotle, so I'm gonna treat myself to a really nice meal after literally spending like 10 hours studying today. I feel like I'm in such a good mood because I feel like I'm making progress. I feel good about the material. Just like feel really good. So I'm gonna treat myself to some Chipotle, and I'm actually heading over to a friend's place for like a wine night later on tonight. For now, we're gonna get into some Chipotle and just like watch TV and take a break, because when I tell you your girl has gone through like 500 something Anki flashcards today, she's killing it. Good morning. It is the next day. I went over to a friend's place last night after I got done studying and just had some wine, and it was really nice. And now it's the next morning. I am ready to study again. It's my last day before my pediatrics exam and my last shelf exam in 3rd year of medical school, which is crazy. This entire vlog is just me being like, that's crazy, this is crazy. I have some green tea, and I don't know, I was like feeling a little restless this morning, and I know I'm feeling restless when like I wake up and I'm on my phone, but I'm not on my phone for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I'm on my phone for like a good 45 minutes, and I can keep going. Like I can see my brain being like almost like addicted to like the scrolling, and that's when I know that I'm like trying to, I don't know, like not feel something, or like not trying to process something, and nothing crazy, but just like I know there are like these like uncomfortable thoughts sometimes that I'm not sitting with because I'm trying to mask it or like buffer it away with like being on my phone forever. As soon as I got off my phone, I was like, oh my god, I'm feeling panicky and I have to start studying because otherwise I'm not gonna feel okay. And when I thought that, I was like, we don't like that. I don't like doing things because I'm trying to like, I don't know, avoid something else or like avoid thinking about something else. And yeah, if you have made a conscious decision to do so, I understand. There are ways to like funnel your energies into something positive when you are trying not to focus on something negative or something like that. But I don't even know what it is that I'm trying not to think about. And so all of this rambling, and I don't even know if any of this rambling makes any sense at all, but all of that to say that I wanted to take some time to just like sit on my living room floor, drink some tea, and then just like be with my thoughts and like be by myself, not like instantly start studying or instantly start doing something. I just like don't like doing things completely unconsciously. So plan is I'm gonna sit here. I think I might even start journaling. Hold on, let me get my journal. I journal for a little bit. I used to be really good at journaling. I want to say like my first year of med school, and even before that I was like so good about journaling, and then I don't know, somewhere along the way I lost track of it. And there are times, like I'll notice some of the times where I like come back to it after months and like written an entry, and it really does help. But you know, since I have time, I'd much rather focus on this stuff rather than being on my phone for another 30 minutes. And part of my brain right now is like, oh my god, Monica, you don't have time. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing journaling when you should be studying? And one, I don't know if that's a helpful thought process, but two, I spent like 40 minutes on my phone this morning. I can spend 15 minutes journaling. So that's what I'm going to do right now as I drink my tea. So I just got done journaling, and I spent so much longer than I thought because I journaled and then I went back on some of my older like journal entries, I guess, and it was so crazy to see like how far I have come. And like I even have journal entries from like, well, January of this year, January of last year, I want to say even January of the year before. Like that's how long I have been journaling, and it was really, really cool. I forget how much I like journaling. Like it just makes me feel so much lighter at the end of the day. It's a really, really good activity. I highly recommend if you guys have not tried it. I'm gonna start studying. It's gonna be a study day for me, but I'm gonna cut myself off around 5 today because I really want to work out. Again, I have not worked out in a few days. I say this in every single vlog. I can decide if I want to go study on my desk or if I want to study in the living room, but I think I'm gonna go on my desk because it just makes me, it like puts me in the mode of studying. So let's go study. Hi guys, so I went and studied at a friend's place, and then I went to my gym and I got a really good workout in and it felt so good. So now I'm all sweaty and I'm ready to like shower and honestly just have a chill rest of the evening. Like I'm just gonna watch a movie and just like take it easy. Like I'm not studying more tonight. My exam is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So I want to be well rested. I want to feel good, and I don't know what like cramming more pieces of information in my brain right now would really do. I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.